This is Amani with Bill Brothers, starting my digital inspection for a realtor. We are at a property in the Encinitas area, and for these digital inspections, we always like to start underneath the eaves, just get an idea of the condition of the wood. The eaves consist of, we have the fascia, we have the rafter tails, and then we have the starter boards, and right off the bat, we do see a little bit of dry rot scattered throughout. This one is particularly open, but some of them are pretty well hidden with some paint. I am seeing signs of dry rot. You can see a little there. Quickly want to make our way over to the roof. So this one's a little bit interesting. We do have drip edge. Drip edge is that metal flashing, goes along the perimeter, and that allows for the rain to freely flow off anytime it occurs. And what we're looking at here is a architectural asphalt shingle roof, and it actually meets a torch down transition. We do have quite a bit of granule loss on these shingles. You can see just the amount that collects up in the gutters. And this greatly affects the waterproofing capability of the roof anytime it sheds water. And something I do want to point out, a big major red flag, is this torch down transition. So normally, as a professional, I do not recommend putting torch down directly over the shingles. We definitely want to have a metal transition. So you want the torch down to essentially terminate. Normally what we would do is a termination bar instead of going directly over the shingles. And you can see why. I'll give you an example. It can leave gaps right here, so it doesn't adhere properly to the material underneath, and it leaves it vulnerable to wind-driven rain. So you get a big gust of wind, well, that rain is going to go directly under there. So that's definitely a hazard. We have a ton of mastic around this overhead service, so that tells me has been prone to leaks in the past. We have quite a bit of granule loss along the ridge caps. And then over on the solar side, looks like we have sun power racking, and these appear to be installed properly. We have integrated flash mounts, so that looks to be good. We do have a whirlybird on the flat section as well, and looks like most of these flashings have been covered. So that looks good. As far as the life on the torch down roof, we do see a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of bleed out on this, so that is a good sign. However, you can see how this tar is starting to break away. So you can see how this stuff is actually falling off. And then you also see the material along the edges starting to stretch back, leaving a small gap between the material and the drip edge. Again, we don't have a clean transition with this torch down on the shingles, so definitely something to note. Okay, now we are on the detached ADU, and what we're looking at here is a modified bitumen torch down roof with an elastomeric coating on it. Taking a look at these skylights look brand new. So those units look very good. But something I noticed on the inside that appeared to be a drywall patch coming from the ceiling. So that tells me that there has been a leak in the past. I can't determine whether it's ongoing or not. But we do see some patchwork, so that checks out. Basically, what happened, maybe this roof leaked in the past and they put a little patch job right around where that leak was occurring, and then they went ahead and put a coating on top of that to extend the life of the current material. However, this is only a temporary solution and more of a band-aid fix rather than replacing the material with new. Something I also noticed around this pipe, this is sticking up quite a bit. So it's definitely an opportunity for water to get up and under down to the wood decking. and we have quite a bit of debris. You can see a little bit of ponding over on this section. Definitely want to make sure that we clear this debris every so often, because this will give water an opportunity to sit and weigh down on the material. So definitely want to make sure this is cleared up. But I would definitely suggest the overall condition, based on what I'm looking at, I would definitely suggest replacing these materials. Both of these roofs are at the tail end of their life expectancy. So basically what we want to do is replace both roofs with new. So we are licensed to remove and reinstall these solar panels, and then reinstall as necessary. We have solar crews for that. And then after that, after we get the solar off, we definitely want to tear down this this shingle down to the wood decking and remove any rotted wood that needs to get replaced. I do expect there will be quite a bit of wood repair on this project because of the amount of dry rot that I've seen underneath the eaves. So that is to be expected. For the flat section right here, we definitely want to go with a TPO roof membrane. TPO is a synthetic material. It's used on a lot of commercial buildings. It does a phenomenal job at keeping water out long term, and it actually stands up against the UV rays. We can see an example on this commercial building right next door. So that looks like a TPO roof. So it does an awesome job for these kinds of roofs. And we definitely want to make sure that this transition is terminated properly, so we don't have any issues moving forward. And then same thing with this flat roof. Definitely want to go with a TPO roof as well, and make sure this is all watertight and address any rotten wood as necessary. And we are an Owens Corning preferred contractor, so our shingles actually come with a 50-year product warranty, and we actually back that with a lifetime workmanship. So I will get this out. Thank you.